show you some of our homesteading stuff today because that's an important part of nurturing yourself. So the other thing that I want to tell you is I got the Gut and Physiology book, and I'm telling you, it's amazing. The information in there is incredible. It goes into like the causes and healing for like breathing problems, asthma, fatigue, diagnoses like Lyme's disease, pandas, chronic back pain. There's an incredible amount of information in this book. I just can't believe it. So I would really encourage you guys to read it, and I will try to share some of the information as we experience different things over, you know, the course of our GAPS diet. So here we are. My husband so kindly made this grow light stand. Let me step back so you can see it. So we redid our basement, and he reused these old fluorescent lights, and our plants really like them. They're really supposed to be pretty close, like this distance right here. You can see my hand. But I mean, I ran out of that small distance. I was hoping to put them up in the bigger distance, you know, once they got bigger, but they didn't. We did a lot of flowers. I started a new labeling system. Our flowers, and then tomatoes. These are onions. And, asparagus. I don't know if you can tell that's asparagus. These little tiny things. Those will come back every year. So I grow these. I make a few new seeds every spring, and then plant them. And then they take 3 or 4 years, and they'll just keep staying in the ground. And they'll keep producing asparagus. Obviously tomatoes. What do we got down here? Basil and herbs. There's a lemon basil and a lime basil, which I thought was pretty exciting to try. And cinnamon. All our tomatoes. It's good to like rub your hands on these because in the outside they'd be exposed to wind. Sometimes I blow on them if I can breathe well that day. Marigolds. You see those marigolds? And then these little guys are probably more herbs. I use caraway. These are caraway seeds right up here. And our sauerkraut. So I just planted the seeds that I bought. I don't know if that's going to work or not. But these are the kids. They each have an egg carton with their little seedlings. The only problem is the egg cartons dry out a lot quicker. This is in the furnace room, so it already gets dry. So some of their plants have died because not enough water. But orange, who are in that salad box, seem to be doing a lot better than the other ones. Yep. So let's move on. Here I have all of the brachias, like kale. You can see that's like kale, and broccoli, cauliflower. I need to really put them outside, actually. But I'm gonna try to taper those off soon so they can get used to being outside. We cut these branches off our peach trees because some of them are plum and some are prune. I don't know why the trees are labeled plum and prune. That should be the same thing, but and water them, and you got to keep the branch moist, and it will actually start to grow roots at the buds underneath the soil, which we don't have any to see yet, but yeah, you can't see anything in these water bottles. But I mean, fruit trees are like $25 to $30 a piece, so if we even get like 5 or 10 of these, I would be excited. Here's an update on our sweet potatoes. This one has good roots, but we only got like 2 containers that had good roots, so I don't know. I didn't clean these that great, and a lot of them molded and started to rot. So I'm thinking we should have just cleaned the potatoes better. Maybe they would have rooted better. Here's some more peach tree cuttings. It's really pretty that the flowers are starting to bloom. That's encouraging to me that the tree's not dead. So that's good. So an update on my health is I'm feeling pretty good. I don't remember if I told you I was sleeping like 14 to 16 hours a day for like 2 weeks. In that time, my knee healed from a fall. I fell on the ice and I couldn't brace myself. My hands were full. My knee is better. And I generally feel better. I'm still having breathing problems, but I'm going to try cutting out dairy. Just like our fermented yogurt. I'm going to still have butter. And I'm going to see if that relieves some of my respiratory distress. I was reading the lungs actually filter out the toxins from fats. And your liver does a lot of water-soluble toxins, the way your digestive system is routed. And if your liver is burdened, then the water-soluble toxins, whatever's left over, also goes to your lungs. So while I've been supporting my liver, I'm going to cut out dairy. Somebody said dairy could trigger healing for your, asthma and stuff. So I'm going to try that because my breathing hasn't been perfect. And now that it's becoming spring and summer, I want to be able to walk outside and not, because we're making this shake, and not be in distress. So it's hard because healing is like peeling layers back. Your body is going to prioritize what is needed most, and I don't know what that looks like. So it's incredible. Your body's probably stored up toxins for a long time, so you'll probably have relief of some symptoms, but it might not be like the weight loss you want to experience, or whatever the main symptoms are for you. It might take time to get to those symptoms because there's other issues that are more urgent that you just don't know about. Our bodies are really, really smart about figuring out how to prioritize healing so you can survive and you can heal optimally. Unfortunately, there's no tests that you can do or get that would help you know what's going on, and it's a good act of patience. And my husband just went somewhere and he mentioned that they were teaching about patience, and it actually means suffering. And I think that's a very pertinent thing for a lot of GAPS people, that just because you've been doing this for almost 3 months doesn't mean you're going to have exact results that you think. It's going to take time. So for us, it's been a balance of being patient and also tweaking. I think we've introduced like fruit and nuts for most of the family, and I was just reading in that GAPS book that fruit, nuts, like greens, are high in oxalates. I think that's how you say it. And that can cause bedwetting. So in the kids that started bedwetting, again, I was trying to remember back if they did in the intro or not. I can't remember. But I'm going to remove some of those foods and see if that relieves their bladder a little bit from detoxing at night, essentially. So it's always a balance of waiting patiently, and then once you've kind of been there and you feel like you're healing on a good healing path and you're tolerating detoxing and other things, then maybe I do need to tweak not having dairy or not having fruit for certain children. It's a balance, and it's also a balance of time of what you have. So our apples were a nice snack for us, so we're going to have to switch that out maybe for some cheese, and then of course I'm not trying to have cheese right now, so I'll have to find out my snack. So it is a little tricky when you have multiple people, but you'll figure it out, and I think God will be with you as you try to work through all the little nuances of healing. What's Gabby making today?
Chicken food.
Chicken feed. Why are we making chicken feed?
Because it's too... We're grinding it up because it's too... Right?
Too what?
Too big.
Our baby chicken feed didn't come in, so we're grinding up chicken feed. Is this on the GAPS diet?
Yes.
All right, next on the stop, our meat chicks we got today. Oh, you took the peanut butter out here. That's great. Well, they're moving around, so that's a good sign. They're not cold or hot. And there's the feed we just ground up for them. And that water is a little bit big, but they're actually doing okay with it. So these will grow out in probably 7 to 10 weeks. We got 80 of them. We'll have 4 to 5 pounds per bird times 80. We usually do it in 2 different batches, but we might do it all in one day, all the butchering in one day. I don't know, it depends what we got going on. I'm glad they found their food. Last on the list for today, we are going to see the little pigs. We bought a pig and some piglets to grow out, and he said she might be pregnant, the big mom that we're going to keep for breeding. Well, she sure was pregnant. And I'll show you what we got going on here. So we separated the other pigs because they're like 3 or 4 months old, and they were trying to nurse off of her. I guess they're hiding in the chicken coop here. Here's our dog. Hi, Louie. You guys are being nice to the piggies, huh? Come here. Come on. Come on. There he is. Oh, there he is. There's Lou. All those chickens. Hi, Zelly girl. He's not going to let you, is he? He's going to push you away? There she is. She's a good girl. Oh, you stop it, Louie. You're a good boy. Well, we can't see them. They're in that door. So let's go see the mama. On the way, you can get an idea of how we've set up our gardens. All these little raised beds. These are some cabbages that somehow died and came back. And at the very end, right next to where Heidi is, you can see our garlic we planted in the fall. It looks great. And there she is. There's Mama. And Frank, he's not trying to nurse off of her, so we left him in. And they would be a breeding pair eventually. So, hi Heidi. She thinks I got food for her, but here's the fun part. I couldn't believe this when it happened yesterday morning. Oh, they're all sleeping. They're so cute to see walk. I wish you guys could see them walk. But one of them was super stiff. Oh, you got something to say? Am I bothering you? Huh? You're all right. Oh, there they go. One of them couldn't walk, and I thought something was wrong, and I messaged my pig friend. She's more than my pig friend. And she said, bring him in the house and get him warm. So the rest of the day, we gave him a little bit of sugar water, and somebody held him. We took turns for about 3 hours in our house. And finally, I guess he got rested enough that he tried to get out of their hands. And so when she brought him down here, he walked over to Heidi, which he couldn't previously do. So he's perfectly fine now, which is exciting. I thought for sure he was going to die. He was laying in the middle of everybody getting stepped on, and there it goes. Oh, It's taking that one so long. Hi, Frank. Oh, there they go. It's kind of fun just watching all of them. Oops, they smell mommy. Nope, never mind. They're just rearranging. I'm not gonna bother you, Heidi. The news got out. Oh, they're trying to get warm with their mamas. She said, I'm not nursing anymore. You can wait. Well, with that, I guess it's time to close it up. Always remember, you're the best and you're beautiful.